young people. Eternity was within your reach if you will just live faithful so the prophet can place you properly in marriage. I want you to believe these stories. There are no monogamous in heaven. The men have many wives. And that is the way men become gods and their wives become heavenly mothers. I want to tell you young people, it's a sin to even talk about boyfriends and girlfriends because you know the right way. But what happens to people that turn away from it? The Revelation says they will be destroyed.
Do you ever get nervous being back out here?
No, not really, because I don't know, it's just I've lived 17 years out here, so I ain't really nervous. I mean, they can't do anything to me. Get nervous when I see my dad, though. He was kind of physically abusive. Like, he started choking me once and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I think his way of showing me that he loved me so much. He wanted me to live forever in heaven. I was the oldest and the first one to leave, and can't even talk to my mom or any of my brothers and sisters. To them, it would have been better for me to die than to leave. I'm Sam Zitting. I'm from Colorado City, Arizona. I have 10 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest one. And I left the Crick for the reasons that I wanted to be something. I wanted to think for myself, wanted to become somebody, instead of just living by a code my whole life. In a way, you escape, but in another way, you're leaving everything behind. It's a tough decision. And they make it that way, too. To choose between family and what somebody else wants you to be, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah! Stream!
Nice!
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3! Oh! Hey, you want me to kiss it better? Hey, buddy, are you okay? Hey, okay?
There's a lot of places I've slept, just sleeping on the couch. In the older generation, they give you a launching pad. They know how hard it's gonna be. Usually we just band together and split the rent and everything. Because everybody out there is kind of like one big family. I mean, you ain't gonna write your name on a gallon of milk, really. I mean, I'd pitch in where I could.
How does it go? Damn it, it's on. Don't forget whatever you do. It's tomorrow trying to keep sweet.
Bruce is my cousin. My mom and his mom are sisters. There's some people that actually really do kick out. But once you do leave, though, like me and Brucey did, then you can't ever go back.
Came back in the house and all the moms were tickling Dad like hell. They're all on the living floor, tickling him and shit. They're all
Was it tickling or a shirt?
I'm Bruce Barlow, and my father had 3 wives, and I'm from the first mom. We had 22 people in my family, and it was a little family. Family is everything. Your best friends are your family. You know, every day when you come home, all of them that can walk are climbing on you, you know, tickling you. You're trying to get them off you. It's just so much fun. You can't explain it. You got to be there. You know, every night, that's what kept me going.
I drew quite a bit out to the Crick. I won one contest out of the whole class.
Do you read any comic books?
Hmm?
Do you ever read comic books?
What's that?
Comic books?
I'm not a real good reader, so I don't read. I should, but I suck.
I'm Joseph Broadbent. I have 2 moms. I have 21 siblings. And I ran away from Colorado City. Gathered up my stuff in 2 wheelbarrows, trotted them out there to the truck, loaded them in. I was like, go, go, go. And we left. Out there, we are so crammed into this little piece of earth that I thought that was Earth. And once we leave and we see the whole world, what do you say to that?
You're so sheltered from the world, from the outside. You don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Huh. I don't know the capital of the United States. What is it?
Washington.
Oh. It is?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, I see. That's cooler now.
Has metal rails on the bottom there.
That's cool.
So Catholics believe in Jesus.
My name's Kevin. I've been out of Colorado City now for close to 11 years. They practiced polygamy there. It came about in 1890. They made polygamy illegal in the Mormon church. And a group of them, the group that I was raised with, or in, moved to the Short Crick area, or also known as Colorado City, and started their own religion. They call themselves the FLDS, which stands for Fundamental Latter-day Saints. They believe that polygamy was never supposed to be outlawed, and they live it no matter what the consequence. Warren Jeffs, the current prophet, has over 80 wives. Now, he went to him and said, I've had a revelation from God that I'm supposed to marry you, and married him. He was slowly turning things from a religious place to more of a cult. No more Harvest Fest, no more dances, no more public gatherings, not even church. A lot of people that didn't like it, they were simply told to leave. You know, men with more than 5, 6, 7 wives. When Warren Jeffs took over, he ordered all the elders to take all their kids out of public schools.
Boys are sent out to work on construction sites at a very young age.
There was really no recreations left. No TV, no bicycling, no sports.
They can't read magazines or newspapers or books.
Zero dating, absolutely no connection of any kind. When you're ready and chosen to be married, you are given the person that they see fit.
Some of the boys have been targeted as competition for the brides. But I think it's more like who is going to fit into our good old boy club, you know, who's going to be more likely, whose son is going to be like dad.
They keep putting more and more constraints on you if you don't. And if you don't do what they say, then you are compelled to go. I mean, whether they say so or not.
Since Warren Jeffs has come to power, well over 1,000 young men and boys have been exiled from the community.
It's just like losing your whole family in a bus wreck or something. It's actually worse because you can't control the bus wreck, but you can drive out there and cause a scene and try to see him. But you're punishing them, you're hurting them, making them look bad.
Yeah, I drive past the house, see if my dad's there. And I just want to see all my little brothers and sisters. If he's there, then I'm screwed. And he'll just kick me out of the yard, out of town. I'm the most evilest guy on the face of the earth. All right, Fuller, we're in town now. Yeah, but hey, could you like bring Wayne or somebody? Because I haven't seen any of the family for a long time. I won't say anything or do anything. I just want to see him. Oh, I see. Yeah.
There's your dad, Sam.
Where?
Up behind me.
Yep.
We'll go talk to him, dude.
I don't know, but
I want to see my mom because she's going to give me some picture of me when I was a kid.
Boy said that if there's a death in the family, then you let me know about it and ask him if anybody died, and he just said he Boy said I can't have my social security card when I make it. Did he sign anything? Yeah. I asked him, I was like, come on, isn't there any soup or anything from the house? Dude, I miss my mom's food so much. Stuff is good.
And my mom made me tuck in my shirt. I can't believe it.
There's our whole family. And here's my father. That's all that he sent me. Oh, dude, wasn't this preschool?
Yeah, that's preschool, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Everybody got a reward.
I've got to get me a baby picture myself.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's it. Good times.
Yeah, these were good times.
For the days.
You shouldn't be here.
That's what you said last night.
Last night was a mistake. I'm here to see a patient. Her name's Ashley.
That's where you been staying, Sam?
Yep, out there, on the couch.
How long you been sleeping on that couch?
About a month.
Every few years, one of you comes to see Evelyn.
I don't think it actually settles into your mind that your whole family is gone until a little while later. That's when you start realizing exactly what kind of a choice and how deep it really was. Right when you get out, you're just so overwhelmed by this freedom and this awesomeness of life that you can live and, I don't know, just breathe air that nobody's already checked over. You don't want to see these? No, just kidding. I didn't want to give all my life into one man, you know, and let him completely dictate me. So that's one of the reasons I left. I know it's damn nice to have free education and stuff. It's just I don't want to be like in prison, control everything you do. I don't know, I just hope it ain't like way too strict. Hope there's a lot of hotties.
I wonder if we could do this on hard or something. Never know.
The guy with the laser gun, you can,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
can wipe out everybody.
Okay, come and see my room, guys.
Too bad.
This is the entry to my room. I just hung up all my stuff that's cool like this. I got literature, my grades are behind. Can't see my grades. And this is proof that I was born. This saying, yeah, I was born. There's all my numbers. Those two right there, I go to school with, and they're nice. Don't write their number down. Don't get their number.
Do the kids treat you any differently because you were...
Oh yeah.
Hell yes.
They
For
do.
one, they don't ever come up and say, "What's up, man?" Hit you and shit. They don't ever like slug your arm. "What's up, dude?" They go like this. "What's up?"
Yeah.
They say this far away. "What's up?" Just like that. Like, you know, first they'll be dissing and hating on you, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, "Yeah, I'm from Colorado City," you know, and they're like, the person who's all dissing on you, then they just totally change. They have 1,000 questions that fast. "Did you used to be married?" All this shit. I'm all like, "No. I think I have some Plexi in here." "Oh. Like that right there has Crick music in it.
Sweet. I don't know why, but to the Crick, this is my favorite song.
This is my favorite song.
It was my favorite song.
Guess how many kids that is? Does it sound like a lot?
All of Warren's, yes, little boys. They're kids.
Here, take this one too.
I still know the words, dude.
Is this thing nailed down? Pop that nail so we can slide it over.
I went and worked for my dad for many years. I started when I was 8 years old, 7, 8, welding. Equipment that I can run would be a backhoe, a trackhoe, skid steer, a loader, earth mover, road grader, a water truck, almost any equipment. I can do concrete, I can do sheetrock, finish work like trim and doors. My money went to my dad, and 10% of it went to tithing. And the tithing went to Warren. Out here, you go out and you work, that money's yours.
Everybody falls.
I've never fallen.
I don't know anybody that's framed and hasn't fallen, so I know my time's coming.
My time's coming too. That sucks.
I've had so many close calls.
I wanted to get into school with Bruce, but it didn't happen.
Son of a bitch.
So what you gonna do with your money?
I'm gonna save most of it. I'm gonna go get braces and go pay a ticket and go to the mall and see if I can hang out with some girls and things that you do in life like that. Hate these damn nails.
You know, you have the prophet, and he controls everybody. The prophet has a revelation from God. God tells him that who these guys are supposed to marry. So he'll give good guy number one, let's say, one wife. Draw her a pretty little dress. There you go. Oh, we gotta go cut the ankles, sorry. And if they do what they're supposed to do, then they'll get a second wife. And they literally have to be close to perfect. It plays a big advantage if you have a name. And if you pay your tithing and you have a nice house, have been successful in your business, you're going to get more wives, and you're going to get them sooner. But if this guy isn't doing what he's supposed to do, he's gone, and the wives go down to good guy number 3, and all the children go with this guy. They start calling him dad now. And a lot of the children will change their names. And oftentimes, if this guy had a nice house and this guy doesn't, he gets to take over this house too. Often he will end up marrying not only the moms, but he'll end up marrying the daughters as well. And that's his reward for being good, and that's his punishment for being bad. And he loses everything, his kids, his livelihood, everything.
My mom and dad, they loved each other.
Oh, yeah.
But Warren broke up my family. He asked my dad to leave town, asked my third mom and my second mom to move back with their mom and dad, and then my mom stayed in the big house with all the kids. That killed my dad's spirit when they got broke up. He was just dying inside. You ever seen your old man cry? Just crying where he's trying to not, but he can't, and he's just crying like a big baby. And what the hell are you supposed to do? And you can't tell him anything. He's your old man, you know? Shit, he was like my hero. When I left, my dad didn't say anything. You know, he's just like, make the best of yourself.
Out there, Warren says, straighten your sons up to get all the evil out of your house. I got thrown around in Dad's office. He just threw me around, oh my God. He never would just sit down and talk. He'd just beat the shit out of the kids. One time he slapped me so damn many times I peed my pants. One of the reasons why I left is I didn't want to have Warren take Dad's family away. I got caught like 6 or 7 times with movies and music, and if I would have stayed, it would have tore our family apart, you know. Warren would have took Mother away and married her off to some other sickening-ass bastard. One of the best things that could happen to me right now is to have Mother leave and just having her live out here and just be herself.
You know when you marry a man, he's not yours. He is not yours. He is not your only. You don't get true love with that man. You have to share him with God, with the prophet, and with other women. You're giving up your physical emotions towards your husband for greater glory when you're in the afterlife. I had 2 mothers, and my mothers were sisters. My mother said it was horrible to know her husband goes down to a bedroom with your sister. It was anguish for her, and you could just see in every aspect of her life after that. You're only there to bear children. You don't think, you don't have a say, you don't have education. You just do it day in and day out, because you have to, because what else do you do when you have 15 children?
Can I go out to the Crick and bail my mom out of there? She wants to start her life over. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Mother's gonna get an excuse to go get some milk or something. She'll jump in her big van and meet us out there.
If he thinks that you'll tell anybody about how he beats on the kids or anything, then he has no chance.
The legal system
Is on your side, not his side. All they want to do is help you and your children. They're not going to take them away.
Call the father and say,
All you have to do is call.
Mother wants to stay here, no ifs and buts about it. She wants protection, and she doesn't want you to have anything to do with this.
Yeah, because you don't want to talk to him. Either have Joseph or him.
You there? She's staying here. She's done with you. She don't want to have anything to do with you, and she's staying here. She's done. Are you still there? He's gonna be here. Lock the door. There's your phone. Go. She doesn't want to come out here and talk to you. She will not. You've done enough to screw with these people. She's not coming out to talk to you. Why do you tell her that they're going to take her kids from her? You don't answer to anybody but yourself because you're so high and mighty? Is that it? I need a sheriff to respond to a domestic disturbance at 3555 East Silver Creek Drive.
What did she say?
3555 East, Silver Creek Drive. They're at my house, and I'm protecting them. We're trying to get a protective order, and he won't leave. Now we just drove off because I called you guys, so. By the way, he drove down the street, but I don't know how far away he went. I don't know if he has any weapons in his truck or not, but basically he'd do whatever he had to. He'll frickin' tie her up and haul her back against her will.
Breaking news this morning, the FBI just announced that they have polygamous leader Warren Steed Jeffs in custody in Las Vegas.
Jeffs was wanted in Utah and Arizona on suspicion of sexual misconduct for allegedly arranging marriages between underage girls and older men.
Jeffs has been charged with various criminal violations, including sexual conduct with a minor, conspiracy to commit sexual conduct with a child, and rape as an accomplice.
Warren, was born 3 months premature in 1955. He was seen as his miracle baby by his father, the prophet Reuben Jeffs. So he got away with murder. In some ways, it's the child abuse and sexual abuse that is most repellent. But the more you learn, it's all these little things of just ripping off his own people.
Before his dad died, he had his dad sign over all the rights to the UEP trust to him as a sole beneficiary. Everybody in that town has a house built on the UEP property, which is short for the United Effort Plan. So he owned all their property.
He's had his followers stop work on their homes and give the money that they would normally put into their own homes and family and donate that to the church.
The leader says something, you don't let your mind say, is this the right thing to do? If he says it, then it's basically what God's asking you to do, and you just don't say, well, I wonder if God's right or not.
This religion isn't going away, and in fact, it's the history of the Mormon faith that whenever the prophet is persecuted, the faithful become even more faithful and more believing. I mean, it's been that way since 1830, and it will be that way forever.
Well, since I left, I've died it 6 or 7 times.
Okay, sweet, you're done.
What are you doing?
Fucking spiking this, it looks cool. Wanna look?
Oh, just comb it back.
No, dude, that's lame. You want to look like a fireball and shit. Pull the sides back like this. And then come. Okay, sweet.
Fuck yeah.
It took so much guts to just leave. To stare, just stare at Satan in his face and say, I don't give a fuck anymore. I mean, if I'm gonna go to hell for being who I'm gonna be, then fucking take me.
Truck's not there, the minivan's not there. That means Mom's gone. Let's do it, Sam. Right.
Come on. Dad's in the backyard. And Sabrina's about to come here. Hey, come on.
Sam, we're not stopping at the house because Dad could be there any fucking minute. We're going straight to Jeremy's.
Who's Jeremy?
The rich guy.
He's a millionaire. It's totally different, Hillary.
I'm not going back to the country.
I got all this stuff in the party you guys can have. Okay, mango, guava, raspberry, apricot.
There you go. That's a good one.
Well, I ain't gonna do that.
If you don't take it. So where are you gonna stay?
My brother Jimmy's house, right here in St. George.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Sabrina. Again. This is my big sister from the Crick, and she was stuck home.
Just turn her off.
Yeah, look at
She still lives out there?
Yeah.
She has 4 children.
Yeah. So they're probably a little upset. What an interesting situation.
It is. Hang on a second, Mother. Yeah. I'm not at the house right now. I'm clear somewhere else. Okay. Love you. Okay. Bye. Mother's like, don't let Father find Hillary.
What?
Just barely.
What?
Dad has all the police.
Let her stay here. You guys can both stay here.
Might be a good idea. Yeah, that's
Let
a
her
good
stay
idea.
here for now. If she wants to go somewhere else, we'll work it out after things settle down.
And that's her mom. Her mom's like, I just want to make it work with all my kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mother is locked into that society. She will obey her husband at the expense of her child. She will obey the husband first. When you have a woman with children, she's fighting a battle on many levels because you care. But when you go over that line, how are you going to give that child to the priesthood? How are you going to take that child's hand into that man to have that child abused by your husband? How do you do that? You have to let that child become an object.
I'm sorry that she didn't stay.
For some reason, Mother was helping Hillary move out.
Then all of a sudden she switched and took her. Try it, man. You guys are still welcome to stay here.
He's a piano genius. I can't even hit the key right sometimes. A magical. Woo!
I was able to become really financially successful and everything else all on my own. And if someone had given me a hand in that time, I would have just done it faster and better. And so to me, I thought, you know, I know these kids can really be something. I mean, I'd love nothing more than to be a part of seeing any of those kids go to college.
They all call me Mom now. Sometimes I hear it and I don't react because I'm used to only Allie saying it. And then I realize that they're talking to me.
Can I snack on that?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
You can eat anything here.
Anything?
Uh-huh.
I've never even been inside a house that fancy. I mean, I've helped frame them, but I've never really seen them done when they're all finished up. And so it's just, you're afraid to touch anything. You're afraid to talk to anybody that lives there. I don't know, it's just so hard to grasp the concept of somebody giving me something instead of me just giving everything to them. I should be eating it like a dog.
I don't know any of your songs, Allie.
Yeah.
You don't know Rudolph?
No, I know the customized version.
You're going to teach Rudolph to Sam? Okay, teach it to him. Yeah.
Landing in a great house, it ain't all about riches. There's a lot still missing.
I've been kind of slacking on, like, all the rules and stuff, so, you know, kind of like saying I'm sorry, and it's Mother's Day.
You know, trying to score points on my own. Yeah, I like that. I need some baby's breath put on it. Be perfect your size, man. The nonsense is Happy Mother's Day better than Happy Mother's Day. Like nothing. Dear Mom. It's a good start, huh? No. Right. That's all I got. I'm pretty stumped on this Mother's Day stuff. It's all new to me.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I never celebrated Mother's Day before. First time. I told you, this year is my first for everything. That's why 16's been like, ah. Not to get off the subject or nothing, but you realize I've been out of the Crick for a year and a month? It's crazy. And if I would have stayed, I would have got more and more depressed. I swear, the longer I stayed there, the more depressed I got. That's why I hate going out there. I finally figured that out the other day, because I went out there and I just felt all like depressed. Like, just looking at it, you know, seeing the town and the way everybody's like all isolated and stuff, they're just depressed. Like, who sits in the house all day? Here we go, dear Mom. Well, there's one day, it comes once time a year. I know you could give me good advice on how to drink beer. Happy Mother's Day. Ah, I'm gonna write that. Yeah. Love, Brucey. I was gonna love that view right there. It's like, bam, like. Now I feel kind of weird, like.
Here's the thing. Me and Joe and Suzanne all have a temporary restrainer.
What happens if we just take her?
If you can get her to an officer, and she says, I don't want to go back, no problem. Then they can take her.
All right,
but
okay.
The officer can't approach her and say, are you okay? Do you want to go to the...
She's coming to tell you she wants to leave. She's right there.
She is?
Yeah. It's her choice. Okay, she's not going.
Hillary already said she wants to go.
Sir, she's taking her. Hillary, honey.
Hillary?
You want to go? She's not going. We're getting out of there.
You'll be safe if you go with me.
You can't do anything. It's her decision.
Okay. Yeah, she's going with me. Let her go. I'm giving you one more opportunity to let her go now. Let her go.
Let me talk to that cop. Let's just fall to him.
You're holding her against her will. How can you do that?
Okay, I'm right here. I am taking Hillary with me to the crisis center. You know, let her go.
Get there. I'll get you the coffee. Where are you? At Walmart?
Being videoed by some jacks. I don't want to let them.
Hillary just pulled her coat off, because that's all Sabrina had a hold of. That's the kind of shit I was waiting for right there.
When you're a young girl, you do keep an eye on everybody. because you don't know who's going to be your assigned man of God that will lead you into the kingdom of heaven. You could be married to somebody who's very successful, or you could be married to somebody who is older than your father and your grandfather and looks very bad. You could be a first wife. You could be a second, third, on up to probably about the 50th. I think there are some men who have had 70 wives.
They said a woman's hair is sacred, so we don't cut it. It had to be what they call done up, which means you can have no dangling hair in the face. I didn't want to be a play kid, but I was just there, you know? And like people would stare at us and point at us and laugh at us. And it was almost like I wanted to scream because I wanted to yell at them and say, I don't want this. Just because I'm like this doesn't mean I want to be like this, you know? This is the shirt that I wore the day I left. This feels weird. Oh my gosh, I can't look at myself in the mirror. Why? Because it's too creepy.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 17. The youngest marriage I've ever heard of getting done out there was about 13.
And Hillary's 14 and father wants to already marry her off.
Yeah. I didn't even know how to have sex when I first got married. I did not know shit about anything.
Lord.
Jake he's demanding. He went to his dad to get counsel how to handle me or whatever. And he told him get her pregnant because she'll mellow away out. When you get her pregnant, she'll change and see things your way.
Alright, here we go.
Let's find a drink.
No.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not sorry for leaving. I don't regret it one bit, but I don't want to get missing your family.
Yeah, for 2.5 years, I bawled every fucking day. So I missed her so bad.
I miss my kids, big time.
What could you be stressed out over though right now? Dude, whenever she gets drunk, all the memories from the Crick come out.
Yesterday morning was all asleep.
Yesterday morning was all asleep and he comes walking. Wake up here, piss in his cup. Right, okay. Took piss in the cup and he did a drug test on us. I was like, wow, that's weird.
They all tested positive for amphetamines, methamphetamines, and THC or whatever it is. The only thing they didn't test positive for was opiates and actually, one of them tested positive for coke, too, and the other two didn't. So, I don't know.
I know I'm clean, so I don't know what the fuck he's tripping over, but I can just tell by the way he's acting. He
wants us to leave.
So,
I'm pissed off because he thinks I'm a druggie and shit. Just talk to us, God. Nobody will be a father like my dad, like my real father. Sorry. I mean, I can get close to moms because I had 3 moms. I can get used to that, but one dad all my life. I'm not gonna get close to another person. I mean,
I won't be mad at him. I'll never be mad at him. I'll be done with him.
Me and Sam are joining the army. Fuck yeah. Oh my ass, dude. Kick ass. Damn. They gave me a bumper sticker. Did they? Yeah. Some fuckers, I want one too. Go get one. That guy's doing exactly what I want to do. He's getting his pilot's license. Yeah. He's gonna be flying choppers and big damn jets and shit. Yeah. It's exactly what I want. It's what I'm aiming for. Be a mega-time airbase dude. Going 700 miles. Screw that, dude. I don't have a sniper to snipe fools. That too.
We have 11 kids stacked on top of each other, and I get on average 2 new ones that I've never seen before every week.
Do you cook here?
I think that community is in turmoil, and I think the kids that are leaving now are really, really young. That's scary to me when you have 13 and 14-year-olds who are trying to bust out of their community. That's frightening. We don't have the resources to deal with those kids.
I still kind of look at Jeremy and Charlotte as kind of like parents because that's what they're there for. And I just kind of wish that I had, you know, like my personal family, my mom, dad. You know, at least my mom and dad get back together now that Warren's in jail.
Can they get back together now that he's in jail?
Mm-mm. My dad has to get rebaptized and reinstated in the church, reordained, and then maybe
And who decides all of that?
Warren.
Warren Jeffs was slapped with 2 consecutive sentences today of 5 years to life in prison for his role in the marriage and rape of a 14-year-old girl.
Most of the world knows Warren Jeffs is a convicted felon, but his followers still consider him a prophet, a seer, a revelator, a descendant of Jesus Christ.
The self-proclaimed prophet now looking at life behind bars. The question is whether his influence will wane or whether he'll now be seen as a martyr with even more power.
You know, they're always told, follow us as like if it's by a thread, you know. Just follow us no matter what. Don't ever even look the other way, don't blink, just do whatever we tell you. So that's the way they live.
Dad tried to get Mom pregnant again.
Really?
Mom's like, I am not having any more kids.
How old is your mom?
Almost 44.
How many kids did she have?
13. Oh. Yeah, 13 and 14, I can't remember.
Yeah, my mom's like 40-something now, and Dad barely got her pregnant again. She's gonna have her 10th kid. And she already has heart problems, and so now she's stuck on her bed all day long, or else she's gonna lose the baby.
What a fucking dick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Dad's like, oh, this is what Warren wants, to make our families big so we can build Zion.
But hasn't
And
everybody...
the fucking wives are dying. They're on their deathbed. They're fucking still getting them pregnant.
I mean, seriously, if you think about it, this is like a new modern-day slavery. It's always gonna be there. Feels like something's just holding me. I mean, it's just... I have all these memories of me with my little brothers and sisters, and I can't talk to anybody about them, you know? They're my memories, and nobody else was there with me when it happened, so it's just like, fuck. I don't know. I don't think religion should ever come between family. Family should be your religion. That's your blood. You should love them no matter what. Forever, you know? I mean, forgive them for anything. Because in all reality, that's all you have is family. I mean, some people, sure, they think they have God, but I don't know.
I get the phone call and answered it, and it's Hillary, and I was like, me and Donna are gonna come and get you tonight. Okay. I'll tell you where to go.
Are you gonna go get her?
I'm gonna go find her, yeah.
I'm home. He has a big voice. Hi, sweetie. Cassie's like,
Hi, RC.
what's his name?
Trevin.
Trevin, that's right. Trevin J.
Trevin J. Hillary, is it true that Dad tried to marry you off?
Oh, yeah. Then he's like, Hillary, you shouldn't be scared of getting married. I just sat there.
Yeah,
I
see?
was so dumb.
I don't remember you with glasses. Take them off so I can remember you. Oh, there she is.
She's doing out of the way.
A lot of kids think that, okay, we're leaving, so we're going to bring a piece of hell with us. Like there's hell in our hearts. But in my mind, yes, there is a God. It's weird how I think about life now. It's opened my mind to a whole new book, and I'm just sitting there writing down my new life.
Remember that we're in a pagan society, and they have rituals. They would take a goat, take it to the altar, slit its throat, and the goat would sing. That's not a swan song. Okay.
When I left, I was worried that I might be a bad person. That's what I thought. Like, I'm a bad person. Sometimes you make bad choices, and they're tough as hell. But I'm not a bad person. I feel like I've achieved more than I thought I could have. By the time I graduate, if I go right into college after that, I'll be the first one in my family to go to college. You know how proud my mom would be? She'd probably be proud. Pretty sure she'd be proud of me.
Okay, and what you want to look at is you're going to see the name. You're going to see last. And last means... It's a huge moment in anyone's life from out there. When you actually accept the fact you are not going to go to hell because you don't believe in whatever they teach you out there. When you finally come to realize who you really are and what you're capable of, that's when you start climbing back out. I can't really blame my parents for any of it, really. Just so deep ingrained into you. I mean, I can't hate my dad. I mean, shit. I know somewhere he still loves me. I mean, he has to. I'm his son, you know. He can't just, I'm his oldest son. He can't completely hate me. I just wish that he could love me as much as I still love him, you know? I mean, he'd at least come out and see me, because I'd make the effort to go out there. I even told him I'd put on my plug clothes and go out there and talk to him if I could. And he wouldn't even let me go out to the house, wouldn't even let me... I don't know, it sucks. It just gives me a better picture of what I do not want to be when I become a dad. So... I'll be the best dad. That's for damn sure.